You know that weird, nagging ache you sometimes get right around your belly button? Well, if you do, you are definitely not alone. It's a super common issue, especially for women, but it's often a total mystery. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into that. We'll demystify the pain and uncover a simple, traditional solution you've probably never heard of.
Yeah, this quote from our source, it just hits the nail on the head, right? If you've ever dealt with this, you know exactly how frustrating it can be. It's the kind of persistent pain that just kind of grinds you down over time and really starts to affect your day. And here's the thing that makes it so weird. You're busy all day, you're working, moving around, and you feel totally fine. Nothing. Then, the second you finally sit down to relax, bam, there it is. It's such a strange, specific thing, but for so many people, it's a very real experience.
Okay, so what's actually causing this? Let's play detective for a minute and start with the usual suspects. You know, the two things that people usually think of first when it comes to this kind of pain.
Right off the bat, two things probably pop into your head: pregnancy and maybe food poisoning. So let's just quickly look at those and see what sets them apart.
So with pregnancy, yeah, some abdominal pain can be totally normal, but the source is clear. You should always check with your doctor on that one. And then with food poisoning, well, that's usually a whole package deal, right? The pain comes along with feeling sick, maybe even throwing up, so it's a lot easier to pinpoint.
Okay, but what if you're not pregnant and you don't feel sick at all? What's left? This is where things get really interesting, because it turns out there's a huge reason for this pain that almost nobody considers. So let's pull back the curtain and reveal this hidden culprit. Our source points to something that might just be that aha moment you've been waiting for. And here it is. The hidden culprit is just simple muscle tension. That's it. According to the source, this pain often comes from lifting or pushing something that's just a bit too heavy for you. You overdo it, and it creates this deep, lingering tension in the muscles right around your navel, a tension you might not even notice until your body finally gets a chance to relax. So if muscle tension is the problem, what's the solution? Well, the good news is our source has a remedy, and it's surprisingly simple, and you can do it right at home. It's a really straightforward three-step thing. Step 1, get your hands on some radish seeds. Step 2, measure out 1 masha of seeds. Now, a masha is just a traditional measurement. It's super small, about a gram, or think of it as roughly 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then step 3, just take those seeds with some fresh water. That's it. Now, here's the really wild part. The source claims this isn't just a quick fix to make you feel better for a little while. Nope. They say that if you use it continuously, it can actually get rid of the problem permanently. Of course, you know the drill. It's always a good idea to have a chat with your doctor before you try any new kind of remedy. So let's just do a quick recap. If you're pregnant, talk to your doctor. If you're feeling nauseous, it could be food poisoning. But for that really specific, mysterious pain that only pops up when you're relaxing, it might just be muscle tension. And this super simple home solution could be the thing you're looking for. And that wraps up our explainer. It's pretty fascinating, right? It just goes to show that sometimes the simplest answers are hiding in plain sight, the ones we just completely overlook. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple, traditional remedies for everyday stuff are just out there, waiting for us to rediscover them?